2005 to 2015. 10 years of growth and transformation for Africa and for the African Development Bank. From 2005, the G8 summit in Gleneagles, a time when the rest of the world was telling Africa what to do, to 2015, the UN summit in Addis Ababa, when Africa led the world in charting its own development needs and how to finance them. 2005 was a time of great growth for a continent on the move, with some of the highest growth rates in the world. But it continued to face long-term challenges and new ones too. 2008, in response to the global financial crisis, the bank doubled its lending to $8 billion. 2011, the bank led African responses to the Arab Spring, for instance in job creation programs in its temporary home country of Tunisia. And then, 2014, it led the response to the Ebola crisis in West Africa, rapidly committing funds to strengthen health systems and calling on the world to stand by the region. It met its own challenges too. In 2014, 11 years after it was forced to leave Côte d'Ivoire, the bank came home. More than 1,000 staff relocated to Abidjan. In all this, it stood on firm financial and strategic foundations. A massive recapitalization for the ADB in 2010, an 8-fold increase. 5 strong replenishments for the ADF, which provides soft loans to poorer countries. It's preserved its precious AAA rating and strengthened its financial reserves. It's launched a new strategy to the year 2022, which plays to its strengths and promotes growth that is not just strong, but also shared and sustainable. Above all, its focus is on infrastructure, the real dynamo for true African economic transformation. The last decade has brought in new priorities, supporting states experiencing fragility and in transition, promoting gender equality in the bank and across the continent, investing in and with the private sector, a 10-fold increase in 10 years, maximizing existing revenues and seeking new ones, bringing in up to $6 for every dollar invested, and securing its loans with new types of guarantee. It's just helped to launch the Africa 50 Fund for transformative infrastructure projects, unlocking Africa's full investment potential. It's all part of the process by which Africa plans, funds, and manages its own development. The African Development Bank is firmly on the world map. Investor, knowledge broker, and advocate, leading development finance institution. But through half a century and 8 presidents, it stayed true to its original mandate of promoting national and regional growth and giving opportunity to the people of Africa. We estimate that, in the last 10 years, through the bank's work, 14 million Africans have benefited from new or improved access to water and sanitation. We've supplied 280,000 cubic meters of water a day. We've done it through groundbreaking work like the Mozambique and Zambia urban water supply projects. 19 million Africans have benefited from new electricity connections. We've generated an extra 2,500 megawatts. We've done it in work like Morocco's Ain Ben Matar power project. 53 million Africans have benefited from improved access to transport. We've laid 34,500 kilometers of road, more than 4 times the distance from Morocco to South Africa. We've done it through projects like the road from Nairobi to Thika in Kenya, or the third bridge in Abidjan. And 85 million Africans have benefited from better health services, whether we built medical centres or supplied medicines. Names and numbers tell part of the story, but it's people's voices and the changes in people's lives which tell the whole story.
Dry season, there's a lot of dust, rainy season, mud. So now that this Trans-African Highway, the road has come.
Le projet nous apporte des légumes, des vitamines, c'est déjà très important. Il nous permet d'être presque autosuffisants en nourriture.
And we are happy now. We can even sponsor children to even university level when we were even unable. It seems as if it's a dream.
I expect to have a better life, even to have a car.
Edevie.tn, c'est la première plateforme de demande de devis en ligne. Vraiment, le programme sur Talmy nous a permis de concrétiser un projet.
Now that the water is available nearby, I come back from school and I do my homework. I no longer have to go a long way to fetch water.
I really felt happy and I felt it's time for me to work now.
So we'll be boosting the ICT sector in this region, and economically we can be hub of ICT, not only in Africa, maybe also in the world.
And it is like a dream, being an engineer.
For over 50 years, from 1964 to 2015, the African Development Bank at the service of Africa. And the last 10 years, 2005 to 2015, the Kaberuka years: vision, focus, impact, transformation.